I've used up this mouthwash. I wanted to talk to you guys about this simply because the packaging on this is the best. You would just squeeze it until it would get to the fill line, and then you would throw it in your mouth and be able to cap it. I love that. I think that packaging is ingenious. I went for a bigger container of this because it was a better price, and I have to pour it into the cap, and I have to say, while that's a small thing to do, I have to rinse the cap and there's like 3 steps to it. It makes me really appreciate this packaging. I wish that I could just like refill this, or that they would make a bigger size of this, because it is just a better value for your money. But I really do enjoy this mouthwash. I blew through this because I have officially been mouthwashing twice a day. According to my dentist, it will help with my teeth, so I'm just giving it a whirl. I also use this Act Advanced Care Plaque Guard Clean Mint. I did not like the smell of this, and I actually have a terrible, horrifying story to share with you. I noticed that when I would swish with this and spit out, I would notice there were like these kind of like clumps or like strange like dissolve, I don't even know how to describe it, but they were just like, I guess, clumps of this that would come out of my mouthwash when I would spit it out. And I was horrified because I was like, is it expired? Like, what's wrong with it? And I like held it up to the light and I didn't see any of that. So I Googled it, and it turns out this kind of mouthwash actually shows you when you spit it out what gunk it pulled from your teeth as you were swishing. So I kind of like that, just because it was really satisfying to see that this actually was doing something besides just like believing in the mouthwash gods that it was doing its job. But the taste of it was really awful, so I wouldn't get it again for that. But if you're somebody who wants that satisfaction and this taste doesn't bother you, definitely pick this up because it's really cool for that reason, but also kind of gross. I used up 2 hand sanitizers. I used up the Amazon Rainforest Orchid, really intense, wouldn't get this scent again. And I got the Fortune Cookie Soap Weapon of Choice. This is really awesome. This came in my zombie theme box earlier. This was a really pleasant scent. I find that the Fortune Cookie Soap ones I like better than the Bath & Body Works ones, just because they have a scent, but it's not too overpowering. These can like linger for hours. It's a little bit too much sometimes. I have my e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. You guys know this stuff is the best. Countless bottles of this have been used. Okay, moving on to like face masks and makeup removers. I recently tried out for the first time the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. They were on sale at Martin's for like $2.49. Martin's is a buyout store. I've talked about them before. So I bought like, I think 3 packages of these. Oh my God, these are the best makeup wipes I have ever used. I don't even know what magic is on these towelettes, but they are awesome, which sucks because they're so expensive. But I also really like the simple ones, so I'll keep using the simple ones because I find that Neutrogena products for me, they're very hard to coupon. So if I can ever find them again for discount, like $2.49 again, totally gonna stock up because these are just freaking phenomenal. Okay, now on to face masks. Like I said, I've wanted to use my face masks up. Nothing really noteworthy about all of them. So I used the Sephora Pearl Mask. It didn't wow me. The same thing with this Karuna Exfoliating Face Mask. Didn't seem to do a whole lot for my face. The Egg Cream Mask, very nice. The sheet was so soft and it left my skin feeling so moisturized and so enjoyable. Classic Too Cool for School product. I absolutely love this brand. I loved this mask. I used the Waterful Hydrogel Mask from Dr. Jart, the Active Hydrating Gel Facial Treatment. I posted a picture of myself wearing this on Instagram on a snow day during winter break. I have never used a mask like this before. It was very thick, and it was like, you like had 2 parts to it. You had your face up here and you had a face down here, and you stuck them on, and it just felt like my face was one with this sheet mask. And when I took it off, I could feel that my skin had been really deeply moisturized. So I feel like if you're somebody who has dry skin, I don't have dry skin or oily skin, I'm pretty normal, this would be your best friend. Because for somebody who had normal skin, how good my skin felt afterwards was just amazing. I have never seen, like, I've never thought to myself, wow, I really can feel these noticeable differences using a sheet mask. It is a long one. I think I wore it for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a 30-minute one, which is a long time for me. I don't normally have patience for that, but it was really cool. I would totally recommend getting this. I might cash in some Birchbox points one day to try this out because I got a bunch of these in like a face mask kit. There's also the Dr. Jart Water Replenishment Cotton Sheet Mask. Not as good as the Waterful Hydrogel Mask. I got this Real Chemistry Rescue Mask, didn't do a whole lot for me, and then I tried the Tony Moly I'm Real Red Wine Mask for pore care, didn't notice much about that either. I used the BioRepublic Aloe Rescue. This was really awesome. I really like the soothing effects of aloe, and this was kind of like that times 10. Again, very impressed with this mask, would totally recommend this as well. I also tried a hair mask. This is the Phyto Paris Mask Brilliance for dry hair. I didn't notice any difference about it, but I did use it. Okay, keep going. We're coming home to the home stretch here. I've got some samples. Nothing to note for many of them, but I used up the Needles No More from Dr. Brandt. I used the Liquid Beauty Blender Cleanser. I used the Agave Healing Oil Treatment. I used up 3 of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Creams. And I used this Nude Omega Treatment Rescue Oil. And then I've got 2 of these. I used the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion. This stuff is awesome. And then I used the Coola Classic Sunscreen. Nothing noteworthy. Moving on to the last category, makeup items that I've used. I used this Sephora Colorful Blush in number 5, Sweet on You. This sucker lasted forever. These reminded me a lot of Tarte blushes, where it takes very little amount of product to have a really intense color on your cheeks, and they last all day. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to pay for Tarte blushes, I don't know what the price point on these is. I think that they're half the price, but definitely a good alternative. There are a ton of colors to pick from for the line. Also used up a beauty blender. This puppy is just sad looking, and when I would fill it up, it would just have like these separations in the pores, so I just kind of decided to give it a rest. The thing with beauty blenders is I don't 100% know. I know there's like a timestamp when you should stop using them, but I don't want to do that. I want to have like a hard concrete thing that says, when your brush looks like this, you need to throw it away. So I kind of just use my judgment. Once it starts to get really like misshapen, that's when I kind of say like, all right, no more using. Got some mascaras. I used up the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes sample. Love this stuff. I loved the hard plastic packaging that the sample came in. I used up the Hypnose Drama Mascara from Lancome. Also love this stuff. This is a really excellent mascara. And then I used the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Bigger, Better Lashes Mascara. This was actually a really cool wand. On the top side, you've got more bristles, and then on the bottom side here, you have like this really like fine comb, like tooth short bristles. I like this a lot because I would start out by putting mascara on with this like shorter comb side, and then I would kind of add volume and separation with this other side. So very cool, but as classic Physicians Formula mascaras go, it dried out really fast on me to the point where it stopped being effective. So that was a con of it. But while I got to use it, I very much enjoyed it. Lip products, I used up the e.l.f. Hypershine Lip Gloss in Blossom. Very sad they don't make these anymore. They were definitely like a Stila lip gloss dupe because I love the packaging. It's just so easy to use and take with you, and it's just maintenance free. But alas, it is gone. I also am throwing away my Julep Luxe Up Your Lips Conditioning Lip Treatment. I don't like this. I don't like that it doesn't really have a smell. I don't like the metal applicator. I don't think the color payoff that you get is all that great. And because it's maybe like a year old, it's starting to like separate from whatever the conditioning thing is in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quit it because I don't even like it that much. Got 2 eyeshadow bases. I finally used up the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden, and then I also used up this sample in Anti-Aging. I have to say, I've used a couple of samples of this before, and it didn't necessarily excite me, but for whatever reason, this time around, I really seem to like the Anti-Aging formula. I have my Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer and Highlighter in Fair. This stuff is nice, but I'm enjoying the Maybelline Fit Me more right now just because it lasts so much longer than this stuff does. I also used up this Miss Jura concealer. You can see it here. It was the Complexion Corrector C2P. I find that I actually really like the lipstick form of concealers to cover my under eyes with and then put my foundation on and then put my brightener concealer on. I don't have any more like this, but I definitely am missing that sort of format to put on my concealer. All right, now to finish it all off, perfume samples. I've got this YSL La Homme. Smelled like an old lady. Same thing with Narcisco Rodriguez. Did not like that one, didn't finish it. Used up a Versace Bright Crystal. This stuff is thebomb.com. I also have this Jimmy Choo Blossom. Very much enjoyed this, but it feels a little generic for spending the price tag for it. Also have Daisy by Marc Jacobs. Also love this one. I have a roller ball of this. And then lastly, I used up Ralph Lauren Midnight Romance. Again, it was pleasant, but it didn't seem like anything stand out. Guys, those are all my empties. Like I said, one of the biggest empties I've ever done before. Pat on the back for staying with me through all of this. Thank you for that. As always, I will try to do these in a more timely fashion, but I just all of a sudden looked down and it has mass multiplied and I can't seem to stop that from happening. Love to hear from you on what empties you've been using up lately, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.